but I was a little bit tired, so I got frustrated and just clicked out of the article. I think something like that. But Epic right now, they have major beef. Pause. It got major beef, and they currently are having major discrepancies over Google and Apple allowing Fortnite to be playable on mobile communication devices. And they have an ongoing back and forth beef with that. So for those of you who are fucking idiots that buy iPhones every year, basically whenever you have an Android and whenever you download an app and like you download the APK for an app, which is basically a way to download the app without using the Google Play Store. Before, all you had to do, like, there are certain people who will like allow an APK to download on your phone so that like you get adware and stuff like that. Yes, that's a real thing. But watch out when you downloading YouTube videos online to watch without actually clicking on a person's channel. But like they have that protection on so you don't accidentally download a APK that'll fuck up your phone. Now you're up Google's ass. Like basically it's part of their built-in antivirus, because some people actually need that. So whenever you go to install an app, you have to go into your settings and allow it to install apps from unknown sources, so that the phone maker knows that you accept responsibility for the fact that you're installing this app from whatever the fuck website, and you accept whatever else you gotta take from installing this app from random website 123, right? Recently, there was a controversy where even though that was the case, you still wouldn't be able to download or install the app packages for certain apps. Like you would turn on a feature for doing that, and they would say, no, you can't do this. Go to the Google Play Store to download this app properly, which is kind of fucking devious in my opinion. But let's read. Like I say, I always skip the first paragraph because that is a summary and tag stuffing. Epic Games CEO Tim Sweeney made the announcement on Twitter, and his company posted a lengthy explanation for the case on Epic's official site. Let's take a glance at that. Filing suit. God damn. It takes 21 steps to wait, whoa. 21 step install flow on Samsung devices. You have to go to their website in Google Chrome. You have to click on ready to download. File might be harmful anyway. First off, you're gonna have to allow that in your settings. Okay, disable auto blockers, Samsung devices only. So this is specifically for Samsung devices. So you have to download the app. After it download, you have to go into your settings. This is what I was talking about. You have to go in your settings and allow it to install apps from like Google Chrome and whatnot. Unknown app blocked. Okay, it's not installed. But after you do that, you then have to go turn off your auto blocker, which is an extra unnecessary step. Auto blocker helps keep you safe from security threats. EGS is not a security threat. Blocks apps. You have to go through that, turn that off. I think they cheated low key. That's 20 steps. It's like clicking in and turning off your auto blocker. Actually, that's one step. So it's 19 steps, because can't you just turn it off from right here? I'll give you benefit of the doubt. 20 steps. You turn it off. You have to re-download the file. Okay, they're exaggerating with some of these steps. Okay, so cut off another 3. So that's 19 to 18, 17, 16 steps. Because you could have just turned this off and did it like this the first time. And then after installs is opened up, then that's more legal information. Okay, and then if y'all want to read it, there you go. Link at the top of the page. That's the page, but we'll continue reading. Essentially, Epic claims that Google directed Samsung to use its auto blocker feature to force anyone who attempts to get the EGS on their phone to go through several unnecessary steps to download it on their phone, which is, I would agree. I feel like they exaggerated a bit on how many extra steps there are, but there is definitely a specific unnecessary step that applies to them, because auto blocker is only supposed to block malicious things on your phone. EGS is not malicious. So I could understand why they could throw their arms in the air and be like, yo, why weren't we like whitelisted? While the ease of downloading and using EGS is a big part of the case, the larger issue between the homie Googles and Epic is over the 30% fees former change from the App Store, but our prevailing case in its court case, yeah, they lost that. EGS allows Epic to set its own prices and serve as a competitor to both Google and the App Store. Via The Verge, Sweeney told journalists that Epic doesn't have proof of collusion between Google and Samsung. I mean, that's fair, but hopes it will emerge if the case goes to discovery. What the fuck does that mean? Goes to discovery, nigga. You already discovered the case. Do you mean take it to court? He also indicated that Epic and Samsung were in discussions about whitelisting. That's what should be happening. The EGS and other legitimate apps so they could sail through the auto blocker feature without making users jump through so many hoops and hurdles. Contrary to EGS's assertions, wait, who said that? Said a Samsung spokesperson. Okay, we have seen it. I want to read the original quote. Hit Control F. C-O-N-E-R. Alright, so the quote from the original article is, do they name the person? Nope, a spokesperson for Samsung. So CNET is a reputable source, but anybody can be wrong or engaging in shady shit at any time, so hold your tongue out, take it with a grain of salt. Contrary to Epic Games, somebody calling me? Contrary to Epic Games' assertion, Samsung actively fosters market competition. True. Oh, wait, whoa. Am I thinking of this word wrong? Like they're trying to give it away. Foster. N-A-T-N. Encourage or promote the development of. Oh, shit. Okay, you learn something new every day. I thought that meant to like give away a child, but it also means to grow and nurture. Learn something new every day, but they actively foster market competition. I don't know about that, because like there are other like app stores on mobile on Samsung, but just like how you have to jump through hoops to download EGS, same thing. Actually, let me see if I could download EGS real quick. Damn, they on my ass about that damn video. Because I remember seeing it in the game. I also don't have a Samsung, so I'm just seeing EPIC, Epic Games. Y'all see that? No. Yeah, now you can see it. Oh, I don't see it. What the fuck? I remember seeing it before. Not in there? That shit is not in there anymore. Yeah, Epic Games. So y'all can see. First thing that pops up has nothing to do with EGS. Yeah, so I don't know what happened, but I do remember seeing it in the Play Store. I might have been tripping and I might have seen it somewhere else and been just bugging the fuck out. Anyway, I don't know about Foster's market competition. No fucking company wants competition. Every company wants a monopoly, or as close to a monopoly as they can get without having to incur an antitrust suit, because that's a bitch and a half and a headache you just don't want to deal with. Enhances consumer choice and conducts its operations fairly, a spokesperson for Samsung said. The feature integrated into our devices are designed in accordance with Samsung's core principle of security, privacy, and user control. And we just because it's designed like that doesn't mean it can't have other malicious purposes. One example I'll use is like, yes, knives are meant to chop up like vegetables and like chicken breasts that you're about to cook and stuff like that. But there's also devious, not so good things you could do with that knife. That's not what the knife is meant for, but that don't mean it's impossible to use it for that. And if you use it for that purpose, you are using it wrong, but nonetheless, you are still using a knife. This feature integrated in accordance with Samsung's core principles of security, privacy, and user control, but we remain fully committed. Technically, user control is correct because you can control the option to let it download anyway, but still, and we remain fully committed to safeguarding users' personal data. Users have the choice to disable auto blocker at any time, which is true. We plan to vigorously contest Epic Games' baseless claims. I don't know about baseless, because y'all been doing shit to them to make them want to sue. Okay, barring any settlement talks between the three companies, this case could be heading back to court, but there isn't currently a timeline for that to happen. That being said, let me drink some water real quick, because I can hear some of y'all. Sit! I can hear some of y'all. Yo, bro. Get over there. Go, bed. See, this is what I'm talking about. You always want to sit behind my chair, sir. Why? I don't want to roll over your little baby paws. Your paws are cute. I don't want to roll over them. Please stop that behavior, sir. I'm gonna really have to get some snacks and train this nigga out of that habit, because that's a terrible habit to have. Well, I'm gonna start this off. If you ain't got no water, pause the video, take the video with you. While you watching it on your TV, walk around that corner to that kitchen, go get you a cup, glass, a bottle, shit. If you got to, a bowl, if you're really fucking struggling or you're just that damn lazy, a plate, put your mouth on the faucet like a weird ass nigga. Make sure you wipe it off with some soap and water at the end. Make sure you drink some water with me. I can see your face. Your shit's pimply and wrinkly all over. Your face got all types of acne. Your shit look like you been shot in the face with 1,000 needles. Go ahead, get you some water and drink that, my boy. Help clear that up. Let's take another sip. I always enjoy telling y'all to drink water, man. Happy and healthy lives. Parents can now set fork knife time limits. Fork, pipe, fork, knife, whatever. How long is this? Okay, this is a pretty short. Damn, this is shorter than I thought it would be. Fortnite is getting controls that let parents set time limits for how much their children play the game. Parental accessibility controls. I want to see if there's anything interesting. Parents turn time limits on. Their children will see an in-game notification when they have 30 minutes left on the clock, 30-minute warning. Time is tracked when they play epic games made Fortnite modes like Battle Royale and Lego Fortnite. Okay, so whatever you're playing, it basically just puts a pop-up over the screen and say, hey, little nigga, you got 30 minutes left. Also be able to see how much you see for the time these control. And if there's any parents out there watching me, this is good. I always encourage people to take time out to learn, even if you're not in a games or gaming. Make sure you take a second out your day, out your time to learn about games and gaming, because your child does it and it affects you, because anything that affects your child, you should feel like it affects you. I think this is a good thing. Need to set the time limit to 0 for some of these little niggas so I can finally get a fucking victory royale. Oh yeah, another funny piece of news. I really just wanted to include this in there because I thought it would be funny. Shaquille O'Neal coming to Fortnite. Anybody give a fuck? Anybody excited? Shaquille O'Neal's coming to Fortnite. We gonna have a 7-foot tall dude in Fortnite, and this is via Sheena BR. Newest Fortnite news and leaks, partnered with Epic Game. That's weird. You have 1 million followers because you're partnered with Epic and you talk about Fortnite news and leaks? That don't sound right to me. That sounds fishy to me. To me, that sounds like a real person ran this page and started getting some traction, and then Epic hired them. Like, Epic either hired them or paid to take the page over, and what they do is whatever they're thinking about new features, they put it on the leaks page and they leak a couple blurry screenshots and documents just to see what the temperature on features are before they implement them, which would be really smart if they did do that. But yeah, I guess Shaq is coming to Fortnite. I guess you get to break a backboard in Fortnite when you do a 360 no scope. I don't fucking know. Not reading this whole article because there are key takeaways. Thank you, GameRant. Assassin's Creed Shadows development troubles detailed in new report. What are what's the Carfax? What's the summary? Ubisoft Quebec developers have reportedly been asking for an Assassin's Creed Shadows delay for months before their requests were granted. Ubisoft, you know what it sounds like if that's the case? It sounds like Ubisoft was so down bad for cash, excuse me, and so like eager and foaming at the mouth to release this fucking game that they didn't want to hear none of that. We need to fix the game. They just wanted the game out so they could get that pre-order money and spend that pre-order money to pay the developers and shit like that. Because let's see how much Ubisoft stock is. Cause them niggas is broke right now. They're dead broke. Oh, okay. That much Ubisoft stock. Oh, it's actually did positive. Ubisoft stock is worth $2.24. Let's go to 5 years, where on December 2021, a stock was worth $20. So if you would have brought their stock and not sold it anytime before December 2021, you have done nothing but lose money on this stock. Nothing but lose, purely just keep losing more and more money on this stock. So yeah, Ubisoft, they're fucking broke. They don't make money. They're releasing a lot of shitty games that people are calling shitty and they're not getting sales for. So it sounds like they were so foaming at the mouth to drop this game that they know would make sales, because there's a lot of Assassin's Creed fans, and a lot of them wanted this for the longest time. That is like, even if it's a mid-tier, people in their mind, because of sunken cost fallacy of how long they've been waiting for it, people in their mind, they'll prop it up higher than it actually is, and they'll be able to at least make a lot of money off of it initially and just patch and fix the game up later. Ubisoft developers have been reporting the game's 3-month delay will be used not for just fixing bugs, but also for changing some of its story aspects and mechanics. That's interesting, because like, how deep are we talking? I'd have to see the original script and then see the new one to understand how deep that means, or if they're just changing minor things, if they're just like cleaning up the script a bit and like re-recording or re-implementing some voice lines or something. But that's interesting. I might scroll down in the article, see if I can find a part about that. Assassin's Creed Shadows pre-order numbers are said to be solid, but still below Assassin's Creed Valhalla's. I don't understand why, because even as a person who's not specifically a hardcore Assassin's Creed fan, I always did wonder like why they never took it to Japan. So they said 3-month delay will just be used for fixing. Let's try story. Oh wait, no, my dumbass. STRY. There we go. Ubisoft is reportedly changing some of Yasuke's story. I hope and pray that they're not lowering Yasuke's importance in the story, or that they're going back and taking out cutscenes with Yasuke because they're listening to these stupid ass go woke, go broke fucking people that weren't gonna buy the game in the first goddamn place. Might as well do that now. That weren't gonna buy the game in the first fucking place. Ooh, I want to hear this. As a part of these efforts, the developers are reportedly planning to change bits of Yasuke's story and the way he's portrayed in game, Henderson claims, revising certain architectural details and reviewing Assassin's Creed Shadows' overall portrayal of its historical setting are also on the studio's newly expanded agenda. Geez. This shit's gonna get a second pushback, because I don't think they can do all that in 3 months. Like, I don't have any evidence or any support for my claim. So just know I'm reaching out my ass with this one, and I'm going outside of my realm of expertise. But for some strange reason, I have no evidence to back this up, but for some strange reason, I just feel like 3 months of time isn't going to be enough time to change his story significantly enough in a way that like changes the way they already wrote or made him in the game. We'll see though, we'll see. Henderson claims revisiting certain architectural details and reviewing Also, some of these items would ordinarily be completed much earlier during development. Okay, so if this is something that's usually done early development and the game is supposed to be done and just being polished for glitch fixes, and they're trying to go back and change the story, ooh. Ubisoft reportedly involved historical experts and consultants. I hope they involve Sweet Baby Inc. in Assassin's Creed Shadows later. No, go back over there, sir. Bed. Yes, you, bed. You're not sitting behind my chair. That's not happening. Ubisoft reportedly involved historical experts and consultants in Assassin's Creed Shadows later than usual, given a project's what the fuck? I'd have to know exactly when that happened just to like gauge it, because what do you mean you wrote a whole script for the game, then you said maybe we should talk to some people who actually know what the fuck they're talking about so that the history of this script could make sense. That to me sounds scary. I'm scared, man. I'm honestly scared. I'm scared to hear that they're changing the story, and they pushed it back. They originally pushed it back to do glitch fixes. Now they're saying let's fix up the story. Yee, that's kind of scary. That's kind of scary. This one on it's funny that these two articles were back to back. I didn't even intend this. So we're going from talking about a game that is just in rough shape to a game that's in amazing shape. Games Workshop is so protective of Warhammer 40k, it told the Space Marine 2 dev they got the ankle armor wrong. That protective work went on during the development of Space Marines 2, now the most played Warhammer video game of all time on Steam. Developer Saber Interactive worked closely with Games Workshop over their 4-year development period to ensure it was as authentic as possible, right down to the nuts and bolts of a Space Marine's armor. Saber Interactive Chief Officer Tim Willits, or Wiltz, I don't know how to pronounce that, so Timmy Dubs, discussed its working relationship with Games Workshop and some of the challenges faced during that time. Let's give you an example, he began. The ankle armor we had, the ankle armor was the wrong size, and they told us that the ankle armor was wrong. Wow, such an insightful quote. It's a funny problem to fix, but building a... I want to hear what he said. 45 years ago, when the guy that made this little Space Marine that sat on the table, he probably was not imagining them. He was imagining them animating it in a video game 45 years later, Willett said. And let me tell you, that was hard to... Let me tell you that it was hard to make it. I mean, when you walk and run and fight as Titus, it feels so good. I will agree, that is true. It feels so good, but you've seen people cosplay as Space Marines, right? They can't even walk down a hallway without falling. Never seen someone cosplay a Space Marine. But like a game that set a realistic goal and met that realistic goal, look at what happens when you care about your game. Look at what happens when you're passionate about your game and the details that go into your game. Like, Assassin's Creed Shadow is announced, so I can't speak too hard on it, but I can speak on fucking Star Wars Outlaws. When you put passion into a game, people feel it. When you don't put passion into a game and you're dropping something for a check, people will feel it and people will be able to tell. Sometimes you gotta sit back and not drop shit so that you know what's the proper thing to drop. Going on, this is more like every time, like I'm getting sick and tired of hearing about Tango Gameworks, because like every time we hear about this fucking studio, it's another piece of, oh my god, no bro, head ass news. Because like first Hi-Fi Rush sold a good amount according to Xbox and they still shut them down. Then somebody brought them out of pity, and basically their statement was, y'all niggas was broken, we hate to see a broke nigga cry, so we brought you. Now we're finding out that Hi-Fi Rush 2 was already in development and Xbox still say, yeah, pack them the fuck up, get them out of here. They were making a sequel to a successful game, and it was already 6 months into the development of that, and y'all said pack it the fuck up, go home. Man, another Microsoft L. If that doesn't break your heart, try this. When Xbox abandoned it, Tango was also working on anniversary content for The Evil Within, the studio's anxious survival horror hell from 2014. But the glitzy action rhythm game Hi-Fi Rush is what ultimately saved Tango from complete dissolution. New parent company Krafton discussed details of its IP acquisition in a recent interview with Games Industry Biz. Okay, so when we started, accept all cookies, Control F, STRE, because I realized they spelled that wrong. Okay, just to pick up on that, it's been reported that approximately 50 out of the 100 Tango employees will move over to Crafting. Is that correct? More than 50. Is there more than one when we? Because that's not what I was talking about. Given the closures we've seen around the industry, what was I looking for? Okay, yeah. Okay, here's a direct quote. When we looked at Tango, all the games they released were unique in their own way. Their philosophy and craftsmanship have aligned with what we pursue. We had big fans of Hi-Fi Rush and other titles, and I knew they were working on Hi-Fi Rush 2 when we started talking. We thought we could carry on that legacy and offer more creative ways to keep the game updated. Also, the opportunity to take over the IP from Microsoft is very unusual for them to sell the IP, even in the case of a studio shutdown. We spoke with Phil Spencer directly and we have their direct support. He has been incredibly accommodating, blah, 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 blah. More boring ass corporate speak. Lastly, we've been looking into the Japanese market quite seriously since last year. It was hard to find small to medium sized studios who are in pursuit of their own titles. A lot of them were Workfire studios. But this was one of those rare opportunities. I need to process all that information I just read. I need to reread that. That's what I'm saying. A successful series. I've been looking into the Japanese. Oh, my brain was fried, so I couldn't understand that last point. My fault, y'all. Back to the main article. So basically, he knew that this was going on. So maybe there wasn't a pity buy. Maybe they brought them for an actual reason. They saw that something good for them at least could come out of this. I knew Tango Works was working on Hi-Fi Rush II when we started talking, says Crafton, head of corporate development at Maria Park. We thought we could carry on that legacy and offer more creative ways to keep the game updated. I don't know what the fuck you're getting. You know what? I haven't played the game, so maybe there's something they could upload it. I think the build that we looked at was about 6 months old when we went to meet them, she continues. She also notes while Tango was also creating fresh Evil Within content, Crafton didn't want to push you far. Wait 1 second. Where's my water? My mouth is dry. Where's my water? Am I tweaking? Oh, I think I am. Alright, Crafton didn't want to push too far while negotiating with Microsoft. At this current point in time, Microsoft owns The Evil Within and Ghostwire, Tango's creepy those franchises might be on ice for now, but Crafton at least seems confident about broadening Hi-Fi Rush's legacy with a sequel. Our key pillars are innovation, creativity, and scale up, Park says, but Tango will operate with some autonomy, and it's already using that independence to deliver what seems like a fascinating Hi-Fi Rush 2. Okay, so they want to make a Hi-Fi Rush 2 that's better than the first. I don't think it's gonna be completely open world. Thank God, bro. Thank God, bro. I hate open world like skater games. They're like, to me, whenever a skating game is open world, and I don't mean open world as in like with Tony Hawk, for example, how it's kind of open and you can do whatever you want without a set of I'm tired. I can't say words. It's like, oh, I need to stand up and get my thoughts together. I'm a little bit discombobulated. I know in the future I'm gonna only sit down when it's time to game. Why is my table not standing? Here we go. Up. Go right there. Thank you, puppy. Go over there. No, over there. Bad. Thought you was slick, huh? You can do that if you want to. I don't really care. I think they want to work on Hi-Fi Rush DLC 2 because they're dedicated to ensuring that Hi-Fi Rush 2 upholds the standards of quality. So now you know. Hey, I would press my clap it up button, but it doesn't work. I think this is overall W. We're getting a second game, a second edition of a game that was successful and good already. I was gonna talk about this on stream and use it to make fun of PS4 players and PS4 people, but they've had enough for today, so you'll be spared for now. And the last thing I wanted to show, Iron Mouse is the most subscribed Twitch streamer ever. I kept seeing this on my fucking timeline, and there's no disrespect to Iron Mouse, but I don't understand why the fuck these damn pages plaster this all over my For You. I don't give a fuck. I mean, I'm happy for her, don't get me wrong, but like, bro, why should I care, bro? You donated to charity, whoop de fucking do. And I stood up for 2 seconds for no fucking reason, and all the tiredness left my body as soon as I did that. Because now I get to play Space for 2. Protector. First, let me check my thing.